Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka. Give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Eagles offense will have the first possession of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
That last completion has him set up, second and short. Now the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw for it. Using the quick game. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. They'll run it from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job.
Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense set on 1st down. The give. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Back to throw, it's McAfee. They'll run the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on 2nd down. They're trying to get to him. Dumps it off in the flats. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. Touchdown, Boston College! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3's coming soon.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because...
Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take
Zone
over.
equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
He's looking to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Trying to push their way into the end zone on third and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Boone. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now after the short completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He slings it deep to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Power football with the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Pitt will have to boot this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Sweet cut there. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And first down for the offense.
The Golden Eagles have their offense in high gear. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Gentry.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Boston College now operates from the red zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Unloads it left. Into the house. Touchdown, Boston College.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arkansas State looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Red Wolves. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on first down. Grabs it in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking to move it through the air. He's got it on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Touchdown, Eagles! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
And the missed connection on third down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They're setting up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. keeping it on the ground with the single back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you put them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42.
That's a first down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play-action fake. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Boston College! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Coffee. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
On target. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take...
He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College.
Boston College.
really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. It's so easy to step out of bounds there, but he knew where it was, and when he made the catch, he made sure just to get one toe down to secure the TD.
And he made the extra point without problem. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession, Jesse. This offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position. Go make some things happen. Force some turnovers. Play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
And he makes the extra point. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this game.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Offense in an empty set. And back to the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Here comes the offense on second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Wants to fire on second down. Lets it fly. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22.
For the offense.
He leaves it with his back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll try the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. As you can tell, the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Got his man out of the backfield. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And to sell out and bring a blitz like that on 3rd and inches and then to have it pay off with a sack, oh, this defense makes a play.
Gotta love the aggressiveness, gotta love the onions, just to bring the blitz, not worry about it. I don't care about the back end. I don't care about them throwing the football, and they end up throwing the football on 3rd and short. Nice play, forcing the 4th down.
First down here for the offense. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Complete to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They're testing the right side here. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Eagles! And the route is on. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Navy. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Panthers are marching down the field. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Boston College! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe a few more chain links to move the sticks. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They'll keep it on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
He caught it, and he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. Barrels ahead. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intent.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On to attempt to try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Line gets set, first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 25.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great. But we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Pickup of 5. Fourth down coming up.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Hard running there. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Lining up to convert third down.
Here we go.
Got it, looking for the first down. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Boston College will send out the punt team. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. The give to the tailback. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ears still? So there's a lot that goes into this